Hi, welcome back to the Home Recording Weekly blog. My name is Kern. This is a companion video for a blog post over at www.homerecordingweekly.com. It is using expanders in your audio. I'm mixing a podcast lately, and what I have, let me close this out for you. As you can see, there's two mono tracks in front of you. One is the gentleman talking, one is the person that's being interviewed. The red track up here, the gentleman speaking, he has a nice handset and he's doing the recording via Skype recorder on his machine. The purple track here is a person that's being interviewed who does not have the quality headset and is coming in over the internet. And there's a lot more noise on this track. However, there's ample on the red. This is a much better recording of the two, but I have permission to use it, therefore we're going to use this one. So when mixing, what I used to do is take all of the in between speaking, all of these dead space parts, and I would delete them and then create fade ins and fade outs, and it took forever. You get all this digital noise and high frequency interference, and it'll drive someone crazy, and you can hear it when they talk even, so I wasn't really doing everything I wanted to. A noise gate I could have used, and in the article I certainly compare an expander to a noise gate. What that does is it turns on or off once it crosses a certain threshold that you set. But the problem with noise gates is they're hard on or hard off, and you certainly can hear that if you listen, and it'll drive some people crazy. Expanders, however, they have this feature here called the hold, and it makes all the difference. It slowly fades in it slowly fades out once the person stops talking, so that on and off switching cannot be heard. It's really, really, really wonderful. All right. First I want to give you a before and after. So I bypassed it, as you can see here, and I'll minimize it. Now when this gentleman stops talking, if you listen close, and I'm going to turn my mic down, you can certainly hear some noise, and I'll bring the expander back up and turn it on, and we'll see what we get for a difference. Here we go.
And how you got into social media.
Can you hear that dead noise right now? Maybe now that I stopped it, you probably can. Let's bring up the expander, and I'll take it out of bypass, and then I'll switch between the two.
And how you got into social media.
This is bypass, or not bypass, but I'll take it out and you'll hear it. So by dropping a simple expander on this track, I don't have to delete anything. I simply dropped it on, I played with it and set it to where I think it's working wonderful, and when he talks, it engages, his words come through, and it's fine. Now let me go ahead and show you what I mean by the hold. I'm going to play with the hold. I'm going to set it up to 4 seconds. So when he stops talking, come 4 seconds, you'll see this gain reduction kick into play, and I'll again shut off my mic.
And how you got into social media.
So there you saw, that was 4 seconds. Let's take it down to 8.2 milliseconds.
And how you got into social media.
That's still kind of fast. So I think someone could hear that. Let's try it. You know, the expander turning on. So let's play with it some more to where it's almost invisible.
And how you got into social media.
Well, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Now notice when he stops talking in the interview, this person starts talking, so the transition is really even less noticeable. What I did is I bused both of these tracks to one auxiliary track, and I dropped the expander on the auxiliary track, and I was able to get good results this time. However, sometimes if one, they're two separate connections, if you think about it, recorded via Skype or a Skype recorder. So a lot of the time I'm putting expanders on both tracks. But again, I'm saving myself hours of editing time by using expanders. And I'll tell you, I don't know every possible setting and variation there is. All I do is I tweak, the attack, the release, ratio, range, and then threshold, of course. The ratio is how much is being squished. I get that to where it sounds good, and then I work the hold until it's almost not noticeable, and it works amazing. Again, a noise gate I don't believe would work. They have their place in audio. Certainly a lot of microphones, if they're not, hypercardioid, they let in a lot of noise, and certainly expanders or noise gates. Noise gates would certainly help. But again, I think you would hear them turning on and off in an expander. Of course, it's a plug-in here, but it may not do that. So again, this has been Kern from Home Recording Weekly blog. That's www.homerecordingweekly.com. Thank you for stopping by, and hey, hit me up on Facebook. I'm also on Google Plus, that is. If you want to plus one something I put up, send me a friend request, or go ahead and like me. And I certainly check out everyone that does like me, and I like them back. I send them friend requests, whatever I have to do to keep in touch. So thank you for stopping by, and I really hope this video helped you and will save you some time and frustration in the future. Thanks for stopping by.